So I went back to I tried to go back to my old job. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they did a criminal background check. Now every job that does a criminal background check, consumer report or whatever, they're supposed to send you your results. So if anybody watches like one of my old videos, you'll see that I was going through the hiring process with Prairie Farms or Turner Dairy or whatever they want to call it. So they never got back to me. They just stopped answering the phone or something. They didn't send me no letter saying that we reject you or whatever. They just decided not to hire me. Well, the Sheridan did my background check and they gave me a copy of the record. And in Chicago, there's no record found. I lived in Chicago. I lived in Miami. I lived in New Orleans. And now I'm living in Tennessee. I lived in Missouri for a little while too. They didn't find a record in Miami. Miami is where I had the felony, or at least that's what I thought. They got rid of that, I guess. Um, they found a record in New Orleans. In New Orleans, I got into a fight with somebody. I was like trapped up in the house, and they was at my door and stuff. And when I opened the door and tried to leave, they would let me leave. So we got into a big old fight and stuff. And then I got up out of there. There was a witness. There was two of us being attacked. And when I left, the guy called the police and told the police that I was at his door with the other guy, and we was planning on murdering him. Told us that we had a pipe and all of this stuff. So I sat in court. I sat in jail for about a month. Nobody could pay my bail, and they kept talking to him, and realized that he was lying. So they dismissed the case. But my record says record found, and it's got that first degree murder on there. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with Prairie Farms. I wonder if I could like sue Prairie Farms or something. Because I waited for them for like months and months and months. And I could see how that, if you don't take your time, if you're in a rush, if you're overwhelmed or whatever, I could see how you could look at that record and be like, oh, he was accused of first degree murder. We don't know what happened with that. Oh, maybe we shouldn't hire him. But that case was a lie. And that Sheridan taking their time. It's been, I applied last week. They kind of rushed everything. And then they did the background check. The holdup was actually Chicago, Illinois, Cook County. They was taking their time doing it. The background check should come within minutes. I went up there to take the drug test Wednesday when I applied and stuff. The manager rushed through, and the lady was like, "Come back Thursday." So after I did the drug test, then they decided they were gonna do the background check. So Thursday, after 10 o'clock, they did the background check. Friday, everything came back but Cook County. Then just today, Tuesday, Cook County came back, and I was able to look at all of my records, and there it was. Prairie Farms was paying $79K a year. I would have kept my cats. I could have got my car back. I could have probably had been working on a house. I had a house by now. The trucking company sent me back. They said because of my background. I got other companies telling me no. And I'm wondering if that's what they're looking at. It's probably not what they're looking at though, because the thing was dissolved. I don't know how these companies work. I don't know if people really looking at it and examining it, or if they just like see the first degree murder and be like, Maybe the sheriff will call me back today. Maybe they'll call me back Thursday when the rent is due and stuff. I'm thinking I'm gonna go out today and try to sell my paintings. I don't like that at all because they're gonna go for cheap. People gonna be trying to rip me off. If I sell them for cheap, people gonna be trying to probably get them for cheaper. They're gonna be insulting me, offering me $5 or $10 or some bullshit like that. When I'm hungry. The unemployment office, I've been unemployed for a month. I applied for them the first week of May, and it's about to be the second week of June, and they haven't approved it or denied it. But when they take this long and stuff, usually it's a denial. They're probably looking for a reason to deny it, which they shouldn't be denying it, because when I applied for Prairie Farms, I went down to 2 days a week. When I'm working 2 days a week and stuff, that's not enough. It was enough money, but it's not enough money for anybody to live off of working 2 days a week. And you making $3 an hour plus tips. That's not enough money. So I qualified for unemployment in January of this year, 2022. But I applied in May because I ended up losing that job because I went out for a trucking job. They gave me a rental car, sent me out there, then sent me back home the next day. When they could have done all of that, they could have avoided all of that. They didn't pay me shit. I ain't had no money getting back. I owed the lady at the old job $50. I'm 3 weeks behind, 4 weeks behind Thursday, and rent here. Thank God they let me stay here. Otherwise, I'd be homeless on the streets. I applied for food stamps or SNAP or whatever they call it and stuff. These people asking me for a separation letter. Companies don't give you separation letters when you quit. Companies don't give you separation letters when you fired in most cases. That's not a standard practice. So why they asking me for that? But I'm going to get them the letter from the job I went out to, and then I'm going to give them the invitation to orientation when I went out there. And that's going to have to do. Because they's asking me for paycheck stubs. And I'm like, why y'all asking me for paycheck stubs for a company I don't fucking work for? I haven't been there for a goddamn month. So how the fuck am I going to give you paycheck stubs? Like, this lady is not reading, my caseworker is not reading my case. She don't know the details of it. Because otherwise she wouldn't be asking me for no fucking paycheck stubs. And if she could do that, then somebody could look at that report and be like, oh, he did this. Something dismissed or whatever. It shouldn't even be on my fucking report at all. But it's there.